Hi, beautiful beings of light. This is Yana, and welcome to my YouTube channel in the month of September 2021. Today, we're celebrating the full moon in Pisces, and so we'll be doing the violet flame invocations to transmute the darkness, so we can finally feel our true divine nature, essence, who we truly are. Right, we're the column of light shining bright. We're powerful co-creators with the divine, and the 3D matrix that is scrambling actually is been suppressing our soul essence, our true nature. It's been quite tumultuous times for those who are the star seeds, highly evolved souls, the volunteer souls. But we came here for a specific mission, right? Assignment. We're here to fulfill the divine plan on earth. As the plan is ascending, we're transitioning. We're going to the next octave, harmony universe number 2, where everything's about soul connection, consciousnness expansion, living in peace, harmony, unity, Christosophia consciousness. Today, I'll go over the universal laws. There's the principles, the 13 principles of universal laws by Lisa Renee. You can download it on my website, yanakalai.com, under About, page About. And also, I have some notes from the Pleiadians, the Pleiadian laws, the guidelines, okay? And know the law and master the law so you can know yourself and be free. There is a lots of responsibility as far for the freedom and how to exit the matrix. I'm teaching or saying all the time, we are very powerful co-creators. I mean, we are watching our thoughts, feelings, and emotions, right? We're emitters, transmitters of energies. Thought form, the quality of thought form is now of the utmost importance, okay, in order to hold that high frequency vibration so we can exit that 3D low matrix, right, and start finally reconnecting with our star family, galactic family, with our soul family, and having a beautiful life. Of course, that means here knowing yourself, who you truly are, know your mission, know why did you come here to this planet, right? What is your mission? What are your gifts and talents that you can be of service? So again, my videos are for informational, educational, and even entertainment purposes. I'm here to inspire you, empower you, giving you information the way I interpret it through my soul signature, energy signature. I'm sharing my wisdom with you guys. And how you then interpret what I'm sharing with you becomes your world, your reality, your story, right? Those are your filters, your perception of what I'm saying. And then it's like I said, we gotta be responsible. It's up to you how you then interpret what I'm sharing, because everything is a mirror. Everything's a reflection of ourselves, right? That's why the law of unity, the law of oneness, the interconnectedness, right? And also the law of correspondence, right? We are multidimensional. We have the physical level, right? Then the astral or the emotional, then the mental and the spiritual. So, and that's why being in that neutrality, being in your heart center and living simple life, that's the way to go. To exit that falseness, right? That inorganic timeline, of those archons, those fallen ones, and the really very dark entities, right? Here, people call them, or on that physical plane, we call them Cabal, Illuminati, or the shadow government, the shadow military, and so on. And they've been waging war against humanity, silent wars, psychological, spiritual, with their bioweapons and so on. And of course, the law and so-called the justice is being all twisted and upside down, spinning the reversals from that Nephilim reversal grid, right? But that's all now crumbling as thanks to star seeds and grid workers and gatekeepers. We've been working on that new ascension grid, right? The crystalline grid. So please join us for the unity meditation every Sunday with Saint Walter, just to build the momentum. Know that we are changing the carbon-based DNA into crystalline DNA. Of course, I talk about the quantum manifestation, Marina Jacobi, and her teachings, the quantum, her latest webinar, right? That was all about the her Merkaba, and how to ascend. She is more on that scientific level. I just like the spirituality, the philosophy, and especially the teachings of yoga, 7 steps of yoga. That's my background. That's what helped me on the path of healing, transformation, and being able to feel my true divine nature. And of course, videos are for my soul siblings, my tribe, people who resonate with my message, right? We're the starseeds, the indigo warriors, truth seekers, empaths, sensitives, beautiful, delicate souls that want to just be, right? Just time to be ourselves, all this conditioning, all this old programming, the belief system, all these attachments to the material, physical world with the magic money or sex magic, the black magic, and so on. We just need to slowly but surely exit all that. That's why I teach the power of a violet flame invocation. The violet flame transform, transmute the shadow, the negative ego, so we can finally embrace our true divine nature and here be of service and helping others, those who need our help and support. So, and of course, I'm here for those who've been abused and violated, right? Very delicate, beautiful souls, whether in the military, and look what's been happening to children. This is all surfacing. It's all coming online. It's going to be shocking for lots of people. But those who, been either studying those things, there's so much research, actually, so much documentation, so much evidence, right? Or who had that kind of experience, like me in the military, right? So there was like nobody for us to really deal with those kind of situations. So ask Ashtar Command for healing, for guidance, and that's why I'm also working on the new Earth jurisdiction, because like I mentioned, the law has been kind of distorted. The 3D jurisdiction is not going to work anyway with those draconian measurements, with the suspended constitutions, and like even with the military, right? Talking about getting this. If you don't, then you get punishment. Enter under the Uniform Code of Military Justice. This is now under Galactic Codex, and the Galactic Command, Ashtar Galactic Command, is in charge. So that's why I'm also bringing, my story here online through those videos, because there was no platform for me to express what I experienced. First of all, it's ET, right? The aliens. So I talk about exopolitics, mystica, esoterica. My background is yoga and Ayurveda. And I pretty much remember coming here to this planet as an already ascended being, full of light, the column of light shining bright. And I just got disassembled. I just was downloading the karma into my DNA, from my ancestors, so I can heal their lineage. And just kind of set myself free, just cutting that cycle of this the dogma and the belief system there in Eastern Europe, and in that family lineage. People need to really start opening their eyes and start being in their hearts. Just open your heart to divine, to God, because the power over others and all this control, manipulation, and the negative ego, right? The jealousy, envy, and the greed, and money more than God. And then, I didn't have any chance to even express myself. I was shut down. I was squeezed to nothingness, with the people, and, with the family, and, others that I was surrounded by, it's just like unbelievable how people are massively mind controlled and they don't even know. Okay, the dark energies, the dark entities, the black magic. I mean, the Illuminati, the Cabal, they did an incredible job. We had the Nazi coming over here after World War II with all these horrible experimentations, right, on U.S. population. So, and then we had the presidents, or especially the president JFK, who was killed, and so on. So there's just so much information, guys. If you go also on Marina Jacobi's website, she's got Freedom Awakening, all these videos. So I think for me, education is very important. We need to know why we are here, what's been happening now, everything is transpiring, and how we handle all that now. We have to be responsible, because being in that neutrality, being in your heart, going to nature, connecting to the crystal core of Mother Earth, connecting to the crystal diamond new grid, ascension grid, right? And connecting to your soul, to your oversoul, to your avatar self, right? This is going to be the key. So, and also putting on that armor of God for our protection so we can do the work, because the darkness has been extremely intense here, and it's been going on for millennia here. So lots of things that needs to be transformed, transmuted, corrected, right? We bring everything right side up, so we can finally liberate ourselves, So like I said, everything is connected, interconnected. We're all here together, and now you even see the bifurcation of consciousness. You see, in which direction people are going, or whether they're stuck in 3D, and people also who kind of don't know what to do. The awakening is now going to be huge, and it's going to be a really intense, immense, and drastic, and just kind of finding out that this is this 3D nothing but illusion. That's how we are not supposed to live. This is not who we truly are, right? We are multidimensional. We are galactic beings, with extrasensory perceptions and psychic abilities, and bilocate and levitate and telecommunicate. That's our true divine essence, okay? Having 12 strands of DNA online, and the crystalline heart, plasma light body. So that's going to be interesting how that is all going to be unfolding. And so we are the anchors here of the new earth, right? We're bringing heaven on earth to make this world a better place, make America great again. Very important. So here we go. And for me, knowledge is the power, okay? Raja Yoga, that's one of those types of yoga. Know yourself, who you are, and be free. That's Yeshua's teaching. So the law of oneness, the law of consciousness, right? It's everything comes from the mind of God. Okay, thought forms. That's why the quality of our thoughts is very important. That's why the negative ones, right? All that MK Ultra, all that mind control, right? All their project like Mockingbird, Monarch, and Montauk, that's why they were so into it, because they don't want us to ascend. We're their batteries, right? They're the parasites, but for some reason, the way they are programmed, those negative Dracos, negative reptilians, those negative Anunnaki, here we call them the Satanists and Luciferians and the Cabal, right? The Illuminati. For some reason, they think that, we are their slaves, and they have the privilege to abuse us, to control us, to manipulate us, and to do whatever they want here on this sacred planet Earth that she's already done, with this nonsense. And she's ascending. So in order to go with her, we're ascending. In order for us to connect with our galactic family, we need to raise our frequency vibration. So remember, everything is connected, interconnected, right? The law of correspondence. As above, so below. So below as above. It's like some people still shoving things under the carpet, or they don't want to kind of communicate. They avoid people. This is not going to work, as we have to learn our lessons, to expand our consciousness, to learn from it, and then share those pearls of wisdom with others. And we have 4 planes of existence: the physical, mental, emotional, and spiritual. And not only that, on that microcosmic level, right, that's the individual plane, and the macrocosmic level, that's the collective. So the work that we do, the Ascension and the being humanitarian and with the mission, right? We're doing it for the collective consciousness, for the planetary, and of course, our mission is goes even higher to interstellar dimensions and even galactic and cosmic as well. The law of vibration, right? Everything vibrates. Everything is frequency vibration. We're sound, light, frequency vibration. We're sacred geometry. So thought is the first vibrational cause, okay? And of course, love is the vibration that vibrates the fastest. And then the fear-based consciousness, that's the low density, right? That's the low vibration. That's why the negative ones want us to be attached to this 3D world, material world, and vibrate very low so they can control us, manipulate us. But we are the soul, guys. That's why working on ourselves, prayers, meditation, cleansing your aura, your energy field, bring that soul essence online, okay? And release yourself from that fear-based consciousness. Oops, that's the root chakra. This is how you connect to Mother Earth, right? Earth star chakra. So this, the red spectrum, right, needs to be transformed, transmuted into gold. Here, your sexual chakra, your sacral chakra, right? All this dysfunctionality and miscreation and all this abuse and violence, that also needs to be transformed, transmuted into that crystalline golden light. And of course, we need to start feeling our worth. That's why people who control manipulate, because they don't know how to master their energies of power. So many people, they just want power, and they just kind of want to be like in charge. What are you in charge of if you yourselves are not mastering all your energies? You need to master your emotional level, your mental level, spiritual level, and physical level as well. Okay, taking care of yourself, loving yourself, forgiving yourself, superfood, fasting, drinking pure water, eating light. Okay, so going out there and external world and restaurant, and just kind of outside relationships, those outside services, and it's just not going to help us that much, as so many people are really mind control program. The 3D matrix, the kingdom of heaven is within. All the answers to your questions are within you. The inner work is the key, very important, and just protecting yourself, right? The golden dome of protection, that's the soul of Christ Michael. And just being in that neutrality, being simple life, the middle path, the yellow brick road, going through your stuff. It's just simple food, simple living, but high thinking, high vibration. That's how we can exit that duality that has been negatively polarized because of all this infiltration, and those who control, manipulate, they disobey God, they disobey God's law, they hate God, and it's we have to do the opposite, what is right. I mean, our essence, it's we're the children of God, to love God with all your heart, mind, and soul, and not my will by done be done. Of course, we have our personal desires, but then when we fuse those desires with God's divine will, and if we understand universal laws, that's the way to go to raise the frequency vibration, to really understand what true pure love means. We're establishing the divine order here on this planet. So lots of education. It takes a lots of time, devotion, dedication. So I'm more than happy to make those videos and sharing the wisdom with you guys, so I can inspire you, and hopefully you can start doing those actions that are necessary in your life to move you forward and to raise your frequency vibration. Because on that individual level, individual plane, nobody can do it for you. I'm responsible for my life. Everybody else is responsible for their own life. Okay? And so that's why also the fast spinning of chakras, right? That's why we need to cleanse our bodies. We need to cleanse our energies. I'm a being of hot fire. I am the purity God desires. I invoke the hot flame, and today we're going to have a ceremony. So you can tune into those energies, those who are around St. Augustine, Florida, right? That's kind of where we are right now. You're welcome to join us, or who are close by, living close by. Just, let us know if you want to stop by. You're more than welcome to join our community and raise the frequency vibration of the city, of the state, of this country, and the entire globe, the planet. The law of rhythm, right? This energy, we have to understand that, everything it moves like in a pendulum motion, right? And even with the ocean movement, pendulum movement, it's like even the ocean, the ebb flow and the inflow and outflow, and everything has its well, that's why I talk about the duality. We talk about the polarity and so on. But if you go up, guess what? You're going to go down again. Okay, so that's why staying in your center, staying in your heart, being focused, loving yourself, forgiving yourself is very important, because that can get you off kilter. And this movement, the law of rhythm, so you need to know how to regulate it, through consciousness, pure thoughts. That's why rewiring the subconscious mind is very important. The law of sovereignty, they talk about the sovereignty. You're God sovereign free, so it means you have to fight for your rights. That's why I'm writing the New Earth jurisdiction. We're going back to the original constitution, like know your rights. But it comes from within, being aligned with the universal laws, with the law of one, and with God's divine will, doing the inner work. That's how you can make that happen, how you can manifest that, okay? So it's on my website, yanakalai.com, on my homepage, the New Earth jurisdiction with the Galactic Codex implementation. The law of creation, right? Everything is sound, vibration. It forms a geometric blueprint, mathematics, sacred mathematics, and the sonic geometry, okay? And then light, it then gives the dimension. All is created in an energetic form and exists there. So how are we going to create the 5D earth? 5D now is through energy, right? We have to feel it, see it in our mind. So that's why pure feelings and pure emotions and pure mind, pure intention, very important. And then the consent, you gotta have informed consent, the authority consent, the God sovereign free boundary. It's just working on yourself all the time, because first, in order to materialize things, they have to be strongly embedded, anchored in those higher dimensions, in that energy plane, right? We're 99.9% energy, only 0.1% matter. And nature is the highest creation. The purpose of creation is to know itself, to explore yourself. That's why the Galactic Codex is here to be implemented, because we are free beings, to explore our consciousness, to really live our lives kind of how we desire, of course, if there is no harm. That's why yoga teaches, right? It's all about morals and ethics. Number one is ahimsa, non-harmfulness. Look at those, the bad guys. Look what they've created, all these mandates and all these proxy wars. Now they're facing the consequences of their actions. Everything is aligned with God's divine will, with God's law. What goes around comes around. That's the law of cause and effect. They will be facing charges, right? And the galactics are here. The Galactic Command, the Galactic Command is in charge. It is what it is, because we need to bring that everything into divine justice, guys. And so those who understand that we've been really deceived, and the way we're programmed to what we are not, and living our lives the way we are not supposed to. We're supposed to have levitating cars, free energy technology, see other star systems, and live in peace and harmony and in beautiful nature and harmony. I said that, right? And there are other races. There are brothers and sisters waiting for us. We can open those portals, right? Those vortexes, so we can meet them. There's a huge big portal underneath Mount Shasta, California. The Telosians, right? You know, Telos, 5D protocol. I've been talking about it for quite some time. We're walking those energies of love and faith and trust and grace and gratitude, okay? About the alien races, you're welcome to study this book from Elena, okay? If you're guys interested. And, you know, for me, everything is yoga, Ayurveda, you know, Paramsa Yogananda, okay? It is... self-realization fellowship in Encinitas, California. That was his book that really changed lives of many people. Okay, so you're welcome to examine that as well. So let me see, what is another law? Is the law of polarity. So yeah, we have two poles of opposite, right? The cold and hot, and the love and hate, and high and low, and you know, the positive and the negative, and so on. And that's okay. We came here to actually expand our consciousness through the law of polarity, but again, it's been rigged and it's been weaponized, and we've been now negatively polarized through all these MK Ultra and the silent war with the bioweapons, psychotronic weapons, and all these DNA modifications, you know. So time is up for those negative ones, you know, aligning with God's divine law. Everybody, you know, the planet is ascending, you know, this is now the prime directive, you know, is to ascend, align with God's divine law, you know, do Father's will, right? Not my will, by done be done, and be in your heart, forgive yourself, and be compassionate with everything that happened to you. Be a compassionate witness. So how you rise above it? When you're just witnessing everything. You're the awareness, you're consciousness, you're bliss, you're all that is. You are Satchitananda. Right? Here's the goddess of compassion. Please tune to her energies. Just be compassionate with everything, you know. Forgive yourself, right? Invoke that violet flame. We have the energies of healing, malachite, especially your heart chakra and your solar plexus. You know, claim your power back, the power of your soul, and start being led slowly, surely by your intuition. Follow the heartbeat of your heart and understand, learn the universal laws. Very important. Okay? So how do you escape from this polarity? When you're in your center, in your heart, right? Even the mind, right, needs to be synchronized, the right hemisphere with the left hemisphere of the brain. So here's your third eye. Open your third eye, decalcify your pineal gland, and we have the crown chakra, right? The majestic chakra. That was the also tuning 852 to that frequency for transformation, transmutation, so we can exit that falseness, that false matrix of who we are not. We were suppressed, oppressed, dumbed down. Okay, working for a little bit of money, so the cabal and, you know, the elite are flying to the moon and to Mars and just wreaking havoc in the solar system because they want to control the entire planet and the solar system. No, thank you. We don't comply. The law of space and time, very important, you know, walking those energies of love in the now, in this moment, and you're here and now. Very important to remember when you center yourself. And you can use breath for centering, right? Inhale light and love, and exhale everything that doesn't serve you anymore, right? All this falseness, all this illusion. And that's how you nicely center yourself. And remember, everything happens in the now and here, right now. Very important. Here, right now. Here, right now. And the breath will take you into that timelessness, into that void of all that is. And let me see. Then we had the law of attraction. Like attracts like. So everything is vibrational match. And so what are you attracting? What kind of people? I mean, we're attracting all kinds of people. But remember, those people have good... there's a good side of them and the negative side of them. If we transmute the negative side, or we kind of work on our shadow, right? And our pain bodies being healed and transformed, then we just see the goodness in the other person, and we're helping that person to also maybe heal or just kind of point to some things that the energy is low, this needs to be transformed, better diet, breathe, go to nature, be outside, love yourself, forgive yourself, then we can be of service, right? If we do the work, if we're working on ourselves, doing the inner work. So very important. The law of free will. So this universe pretty much says, I don't know whether it's just this universe. I know there are other planets, universes, there is no free will. You do Father's will. And I don't know, the Visa system with those black dragons that actually hijack this solar system, this galaxy, this Milky Way, with their totalitarianism agenda, right? Infiltrating here this planet and just wreaking havoc, like I said. To me, I'm still kind of a little bit studying this. Like, if we have free will, my free will's been compromised, not a compromise, like is being perpetrated, like expressing myself, like feeling myself, being who I am, and so on, right? The freedom of speech, where is it? Like all this censorship, so that's why we need to really do the inner work, align ourselves with the prime director, with God's divine will, and study the universal laws, so then we can bring everything into divine justice, transform, smooth the darkness, shine the light, as we are the column of light, shining bright. So the free will, you can do what you want if it comes from love, but also you can do what you want if it's not coming from love. And I think this plane of existence, in this duality, polarity, right? We had a chance to choose, now I want to be a bad girl, or I want to experience this. Oh, but now I'm learning that, this really doesn't serve me. I want to go back to God. I want to go back to basics, neutrality. I want to go back to love. But then, the negative ones, right? They are sabotaging this. They are infringing upon that. That's why, their time is over. That's why I'm bringing the new Earth jurisdiction. I came here to do a specific work. And, this is my assignment. This is my mission. So being constantly attacked and terrorized, and, what in the world is going on, with their psychotronic weapons, directed energy weapons, and so on, scalar weapons they use to harm your energy field, your mind, your emotions, and even your physical body. This is all going to go to divine justice. The Galactic Command is in charge. Period. The law of cause and effect, is the law of karma, right? What goes around comes around. Everybody has to look at the consequences of their actions, right? That's why very important what our thoughts, feelings, and emotions, our deeds and actions, okay? Are we expressing our truth in loving kindness, or we're shouting, screaming, and people where, that energy will come back to us like a boomerang. So very important to be the compassionate witness, just to observe, okay? Just catch yourself, take a deep breath, go into your heart, go into your center, 0 point balance, right? I've been talking about it a lot. And start creating something beautiful, something constructive, something positive. Very important, because what you sow, that's what you're going to reap. And now with all this disclosure and dissemination of these energies, and this is all going to be very interesting, exposing the corruption in the entire infrastructure. Just stay in your heart structure. Very important. Very important. The law of manifestation. So for me, it's my service dharma, right? That's my Virgo rising, being vegan now. Virgo rising in 12th house. Of course, the sun is still in Virgo in a couple of days. The equinox is coming, right? We're going to Libra. Guess what is Libra all about? Relationships and justice. So it's here, guys. It's coming. A year ago, I created the videos on universal laws, and it's from this book, The Light Shall Set You Free, okay, from Dr. Norma Milanovic. And it's again also on my website, yanakalai.com, under About. And, we're just building the momentum. And I was told, study law. And here we go, how things unfold as actually very, to me, it's very mysterious. Everything is a mystery, like mystica and the unknown. We have to embrace the unknown. I don't know, but that divinity within us, that's what guides us, that inner spirit, the Christos, right? The Christosophia, the consciousness that we're embodying it, the divine mother for healing and for guidance and for healing. The energies are here, the ascension energy. We just have to tune into those energies, being in our heart, loving ourselves, forgiving ourselves, and being the compassionate witness. And then because everything already exists, the law of manifestation, we just have to tune to those energies, right? The gravitational and magnetic field, right? Also purifying the dark matter, because that's all been perverted, reversed by the alien machineries, Moon, Mars, and this is all going to go to divine justice. No, thank you. Very important to be the observer, infuse yourself with the energy of your passion, and really feel that energy all over your body, in every cell and molecule of your body. Just feel that love, compassion, your heart's desires, your passion, just what you really love to do and how you want to feel. It's you have the right for that. That's your birthright. Okay, but again, we've been here infiltrated, and the 3D matrix, the falseness, the AI disconnected from God, from source. That's what caused all this pain and suffering and anxiety and depression, and even the negative ego. The negative ego was constructed in this personality matrix, 3D matrix. People are attached to the material wealth, right, and to the body, and only what they see, the five senses. Time to see multidimensionally. Okay, so because you're the creator of your destiny, you are creating your vibrational frequency. So what are you creating? Time to watch and observe and be responsible. Always vibrate high. Very important how you do it, through yoga, through meditation, each and every day, right? Invoking the violet flame. Just pray. Listen to some healing music, harmonic music, solfeggio tones. Tune to the energy or the tone of the universe. 432, guys. Okay. So that's you can find videos on that. I talk about it also with the scientific research proof, okay, that it really helps. Yoga, dance, singing, chanting, japa mantra, meditation. That's what we'll be doing tonight. You can join us with the violet flame. I'm a being of violet fire. I am the purity God desires. Being in nature every day, do the inner work and release all the trauma from your aura, from your energy body, from your body consciousness. Good diet, okay? Today, trying to fast, be fasting, or drinking distilled water. And I have oranges. I bought some apple. I usually just make smoothie with superfood, but just eating less and less. That's the key. Very important. Breath. Remember, slow, deep inhalation, exhalation. That will also take you into the center, bring you into the center. And then be true to yourself. Very important to be true to yourself. Educate yourself. Light is information. Then what is darkness is lack of information. It's very important to be informed. Study the Galactic Codex. We have the right for all information. Look at all this misinformation, deceptions, and lies through the social media or through mainstream media. That's all going to go to divine justice under Galactic Codex. The Galactic Command is here. And very important to embody soul's virtues. Knowledge is power. Okay, we descended here into this physicality for a reason, for exploration of our consciousness, but we've been invaded, and this physical plane has been corrupted. That's why we're invoking the violet flame of transformation, transmutation. Saint Germain, the mother consciousness, is also here. So the Holy Mother, calling upon Divine Mother, Mother Mary, Mary Magdalene, right? Very important. It's time to be humble, time to be modest, time to transform, change, smooth the ego. So acknowledge it. There's nothing wrong. That's the actually a symbol of Mary Magdalene, right? The transformation of that negative ego so that the soul essence, the divine, can come online. We embody that, and we walk with Christ, right? We're the children of the eternal one, the children of God, of source. So very important. Somehow, guys, my videos needs to get shorter and shorter. I'm being timed, so I don't have much time to talk about, but you know, this is pretty much kind of the scope of my teachings. I'll be focusing on the laws, universal laws, the Galactic Codex, okay? And yeah, the bifurcation of energies of consciousness is happening. It's going to be huge. So we need to really be strong in our teaching, strong in the light, strong in the power of our soul, doing everything we can to heal ourselves, to transform our shadow, and so we can be of service. So my beloveds, many blessings, and namaste. I'll talk to you next time. Bye-bye.